Find your position. Let's do our best to sit up nice and straight. So we're creating space for all the internal organs to function at peak efficiency. As we breathe, doing our best to release tension through the shoulders, neck, lung region, feeling the breath expand through the belly and ribs. Inhale, let's bring our hands to heart center. And once again, think about shoulders down, relaxed neck. Simply let the elbows drop down towards the mat at whatever angle is natural for your body. Hands are together, thumbs gently touching the middle of our chest. Sharing the pranava 3 times. Take a breath in. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sharing 3 times the shorter version of the Guru mantra, keeping in mind that the second word, Hreem, is a worship of the female perspective of the one consciousness. So take a breath in. Om Hreem Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hreem Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hreem Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, let's release our hands. Let's do a slow warm up here in our seated position. Extend the arms to the side, roll the shoulders up and back. Palms are open. Inhale the arms up. As the arms come up, the shoulder blades gently come down. Exhale, release. Really think about bringing the shoulder blades down and towards the spine. Repeating, inhale up. This time, look at your hands. Drop the head. Exhale, release. Gently bring the head passing through neutral and then chin to chest. Inhale up. Drop the head back. Look at your hands. Exhale, release. Chin to chest. This time we're going to look to the right. Inhale, arms raise up, pass through neutral, and then simply look to the right. Exhale, reverse the process. Pass through neutral, chin to chest. Looking to the left, inhale, up, look left. Exhale, reverse. Really think about sitting nice and straight. Again, inhale, looking right. Letting the shoulders drop down, relax through the neck. Release as you exhale. One more to the left. Inhale up. And then exhale. Nice spinal twist here. Remember, the key to a spinal twist is to always create space in the torso. So if you find yourself rounding your shoulders or sitting back, then please put a prop underneath your butt so you can sit up nice and straight. And let's really think about the inhale is lengthening through the spine. Left hand to the right side. Right arm is extended to the sides. Open up the palms, square the shoulders. Inhale the right arm up. At the top, as you exhale, drop that right shoulder. Inhale, let's grow tall. Exhale, find the twist to the right. Here, let's make our adjustments, squaring the shoulders off once more. Inhale, try and create space through the spine. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand behind you. Again, as always, if we have a tendency to push with our hands to find this twist, then simply bring your hands off the mat, off your knee. Feel the twist coming from the belly button, coming from the waist, as you're nicely centered down through the seat bones and the pelvis. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, open up the palm with the right hand behind you. Inhale the arm up behind you. Now as you exhale, rotate forward and release the hands. Opposite side, right hand to the left thigh. Extend the left arm to the sides, open up the palm. Inhale the left arm up. As you exhale, square the shoulders and drop the shoulder blades towards the spine. Inhale, grow tall, create space. Exhale, find the twist from the waist. Here's a good time. If you're finding out that you want to use this right hand to find the twist, just lift the hand up. Let it float over your thigh. Inhale once more to grow tall. As you exhale, left arm behind you. Feel the twist. Shoulders behind you. Hold here. Check that your spine is still nicely over your pelvis, over your sits bones, that you're not leaning back. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, open up the left palm. Inhale the left arm up overhead. Exhale, return, and hands on knees. Okay, a very, very soft seated straddle, forward fold. So simply open up the legs into a straddle. Again, figure out here where you can keep the integrity of sitting on your sits bones. Look at both legs. The knee and the toes are pointing up nicely. There's a soft flexion in this ankle. Hands are in front of us. Roll the shoulders up and then behind you. Again, creating space here. This is a really soft forward fold. Doesn't matter how far you go down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start walking your fingers forward. Lead with the chest. For as long as you can, keep leading with the chest. When you get as far as you can go comfortably, then tuck the head, roll the shoulders. Here, I don't care if your shoulders are near your ears. It's just a relaxing position right now. Hold here. Let's stay here for 8, 7. So what we want to feel here is release of tension in the back, which is why, I really don't mind right now if you want to roll the shoulders and round them, but we still want to extend and find lengthening through the back. See if we can release any tension in the lower back. Sometimes we're a little bit imbalanced and there's a little bit more tension on the right side than the left side. So we're just trying to even that out. So you don't want to push yourself down into this forward fold as much as you want to be aware of, okay, where am I feeling tension? And with every exhale I take, can I just bring my focus there and try and relax? Try and find a little more space or lengthening in that point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now to come out, lift the head, lengthen the back, use your hands for support. As you inhale, draw the hands towards the middle of the body. Sit up. Now stay right here. Let your body come back into a feeling of equilibrium. Bring the legs together, shake it out a little bit. And let's come into child's pose. Again, it doesn't matter if your knees are together or apart, or if you have any kind of a prop underneath your head or between your buttocks and your calves, that's fine. If you can, go ahead, extend the arms in front of you. Nice open palms. Again, finding the lengthening. Two, inhale up to neutral tabletop. Again, you can be on your forearms like me, or you can be on your wrists. Bend the toes underneath behind you, and exhale to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, again, is a wonderful pose for lengthening the spine and also evening out the length and strength of the muscles on the right side and the left side of the back. It's not just for lengthening hamstrings, it's for lengthening and balancing the back. Let's hold here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking at your hands, inhale, walk the feet forward. Come right into a forward fold and hold here. Bend knees, extend arms, inhale, rise up. And exhale, release the hands down to your sides. All right, if you're not already at the top of the mat, go ahead. Let's walk through a sun salutation, classical sun salutation, but let's really go through the different preparation and anatomical points that we want to hit each time. So we'll go slow. We're in Tadasana. Look down. Are your feet hip width apart? Are your middle toes parallel to one another? Make the adjustment. Lift the arches, bringing the ankles towards one another, bringing attention to the big toe and the outer heel. At the same time, there's a slight exterior rotation through the knees and the hips. We're creating space throughout the whole leg. Look at your lower back. Do you tend to arch the lower back? Gently using your abs, lengthen the lower back, tilting the hips a little bit forward. Roll the shoulders up and back. Hands are gently down by our sides, palms open. Chin is parallel to the floor. We have a soft gaze in front. Every time you come to a standing position, we want to hit these points. And the more we do it, the more the body automatically comes into this alignment. Let's begin. Open up the palms. Inhale the arms up. At the top, drop the head without changing anything in the spine or anything in your foundation down to your toes. Drop the shoulders a little bit more, opening the armpit to the side. This is a wonderful pose just to perfect right here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pass through the different chakras all the way to your heart. Getting ready for the back bend. Review your foundation. Inhale the arms up. Right here, if you exhale, simply drop the shoulders down, opening the armpits. Inhale, grow tall, create space through the vertebrae. As you exhale, only the shoulders come behind you. There's a tendency for the shoulders to creep up towards our ears. So again, as you exhale, drop the shoulder blades towards the spine. Feel the foundation. Inhale, create space. Exhale, find your back bend. Shoulders keep coming behind us. Heart is lifted towards the sky. I'm not dumping any weight into my lower back. I'm lifting up. It's a really active pose. Hold here. I'm doing my best not to push my pelvis forward. So from the pelvis to the feet, nothing has changed. It's all a beautiful curvature through the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. So we're in Tadasana with our arms extended up high. Hit all those anatomical points. Bend the knees. Now, when I bend my knees, I don't lose the feeling of lifting the arch and external rotation through the knee and hip. So I'm maintaining the same distance that I had when I was standing up tall. From here, as I exhale, doing my best to keep my head in between my arms, I just do a forward fold. As I'm coming down, there's minute adjustments as I make sure my hips stay over my heels. And let's come down into forward fold wherever you are. All right, let's not push ourselves into forward fold. Let's simply let gravity help us. The more we relax, the more gravity is going to deepen the pose. Let's bring those shoulders up and back so they're not by our ears. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping the right foot back. Inhale, step the right foot back. As you hit that point where the right foot is behind you, you do a little squaring of the hips so that as you exhale and slide the right foot even further back, the right knee comes down. You come into your lunge position with your hips already nicely squared. And as you do that, because you're nicely squared, most likely your left knee is nicely over your left ankle. Now, for some of you who have really wonderful mobility in the joints, you may want your right knee in front of left knee in front of the left ankle, which is fine. You choose on your sun salutation. Right leg is active. There's slight pressure of the top of the right foot against the mat. That's for stability so that you don't let your right hip fall out to the side. It keeps it nice and square. Let's stay here. Remove your hands, let them come to your sides. Open up the palms. Inhale, arms up overhead. If you can, hands together. Exhale, release and relax the shoulders, and let's stay here in this lunge position. Without the support of our hands, we're really challenging and balancing the strength of the right and the left side and the opening of the right and the left side. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release your hands back down to the mat. If you can, fingers and toes are in line with the left foot. From here, curl the right toes under and you start to lift the right knee as you step back and then come right into a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, it can be done with your feet as wide as the mat or closer together, even touching. Depends on your flexibility today. Keep pushing through the shoulders so that we're not dumping any weight into the hands. Try and figure out the distance between your hands and your feet so that you have equal distribution of weight between hands and feet. Let the head drop. You're looking right through your feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, knees, chest, chin, or puppy pose. Again, how deep you hold this pose really depends on how flexible your back is. So you may have to bring more distance between your hands and chest versus your feet and knees, that you may be a little bit more elongated. From here, as you inhale, you relax the body down and come into your cobra or your sphinx pose. Whichever one you choose to do, the belly button stays on the mat. Elongate the legs behind you. Again, you want to feel the top of your feet against the mat. You feel the pelvis against the mat. You feel the belly button on the mat. Then it's about shining the heart, finding a nice equal curvature in the back. From lower, middle, and upper back. It doesn't matter if your head is in neutral or looking up. That really depends on the mobility of your spine and neck. Here we switch the breath. Let's really practice that lateral breath so that the belly is soft. There's no movement of the belly against the mat. We're taking the breath into the middle lung, which helps expand the ribs, creating more space there. And it's a wonderful isolation exercise to understand how to use the abdominals to help open up and move that rib cage laterally out. Let's stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you curl the toes under and you exhale, push up into your downward facing dog. Holding here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now our gaze has been through both our legs. Now we switch the gaze, so we lift the head, look between our hands, and then inhale, step the right foot forward and come into a lunge. Again, remember your back leg, this time the left leg is active. Hips are squared, top of the left foot is against the mat. Release the hands to your sides, lifting the torso, shining the heart. Open the palms to the sides, inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together. Relax the shoulder blades down, creating more space between the shoulders and your ears. And let's hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the hands to the mat. If you can, fingers and toes are in line with the right foot. From here, curl the left toe under. Then you lift the left knee up, which puts a little bit more distribution of weight on that right foot. And from there, you just do a little hop, step forward, place the feet into Tadasana, place the hips over the heels, and only then do you do your forward fold. You really want to hit those marks. All right, so go ahead, step back into a lunge with the left foot behind you. Left knee down, come into a lunge. All right, so our hands are on the mat on either side of the right foot. I've squared my hips so that when I step up, I don't step off to the side. Curl the right toe, or curl the toes of the left foot under, lift the left knee up, which causes the weight distribution a little bit forward. From here, go ahead, step forward, place the foot, place the hips, and now exhale down to forward fold. safely coming up so that we don't put extra strain on our lower back. Bend the knees. Maintain that distance between your feet, knees, and hips. Lift the head, which causes the back to lengthen. Extend the arms in front of you, head in between your forearms. Inhale, rise up. Hit this Tadasana mark first. Lengthen the back, and then exhale into your back bend. Coming out, inhale, hit the mark of Tadasana first, and then exhale, release the palms to the sides. Let's repeat doing the left side. Inhale, arms up, hands together at the top. Look at your hands, drop the head. Hold here, drop the shoulders. Review from your feet to your knees to your hips. Relax the neck back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands to heart. In stages, let's do our back bend. Review your foundation. Inhale, arms up overhead. As you exhale, release the shoulder blades down. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, only the shoulders come behind us. Release the shoulder blades down once more. Review your foundation. We're going to grow and lengthen from the pelvis. Inhale, grow and lengthen. As you exhale, go ahead, let the head come back. Keep lifting up towards the sky. Shine the heart up. It's about creating a little bit of tension to lengthen the back up and behind us, and then relaxing the front of the body. The abdominals and the chest, it has to relax in order to find this bend. Coming out, inhale, come back to Tadasana, hit those marks. Release the shoulders. Forward fold, bend the knees, maintain the distance between your knees. As you exhale, forward fold. Try and hinge from the hips. Keep making minute adjustments to keep the hips over the heels as you come all the way down. Let's hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, put your hands on the mat for support. As you inhale, you're going to step the left foot back. Now, as I step my left foot back, I'm squaring off my hips. As I exhale, I bring the left foot even further behind me, so the left knee comes down. I'm nicely squared off. Left leg is active. From here, I can just easily lift the torso and bring the hands to the sides. I have nice stability because both legs are active. Open up the palms. Inhale the arms up overhead. Hands together. Relax the shoulder blades. Head is in neutral position. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. As you exhale, you gently bring the hands down to the mat on either side of the right foot. As you inhale, that's when you're stepping the right foot back and exhaling into downward facing dog. Again, take the time to make your adjustments. How much distance do you want between your hands and your feet so that you're not dumping too much weight either in the front or the back? You want to have a nice equal distribution. If you're close to having a nice long hamstring and your knees are straightened, do you want to have your feet as wide as the mat or a little close together? How do I keep my back nice and long? By pushing through the hands and shoulders. And if I don't yet have the flexibility in my hamstrings, go ahead, bend the knees, and keep lengthening through the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, that's when you bend your knees and come into knees, chest, chin. Again, maybe you need to elongate the body a little bit to accommodate all the different curves in the back. And then as you inhale, you're coming all the way down onto the mat and lifting up into your Sphinx or your Cobra. Lengthen the leg. Let's do our best to bring focus to the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are coming down the spine towards one another, which opens up the shoulder girdles, allows us to shine the heart. And remember, we all look different in this. So it really doesn't matter how high you're lifting your chest up. What matters is the awareness with which you do it. There is some tension in the buttocks, but the buttocks is not what is lifting the back. You want to think about shining the heart, relaxing through the front of the body. Keep gentle contact with the belly button and the pelvis and the long leg down the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. And then as you exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Let the head relax down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch the gaze, look at your hands. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Coming right back into your lunge. Hit your marks. Squared off, active back leg. Release the hands to your sides. Open the palms. Inhale the arms up at the top, hands together. Release the shoulder blades down. Keep the body nice and squared off forward. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. As you exhale, hands come down on either side of the left foot. Curl the toes under of the right foot. Lift the right knee up. Causes the weight to come forward a little bit, and then push off. Come right into your Tadasana. Feel that your feet are in line. Hips are over your heels, and then you forward fold. So what I misspoke. When I said Tadasana, I want the feet in the position for Tadasana, but of course we're coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees, maintain the distance between your knees. Lift the head, lengthen the back. Extend the arms in front of you, getting ready for a nice back bend. As you inhale, rise up. Hit this Tadasana mark right here with arms extended. And then as you exhale, come back into your back bend. Hold the back bend for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come back to the center. Hit the marks of your Tadasana. Mentally go through feet, ankles, knees, hips, back, chest, shoulders, fingertips, Position of the head, soft gaze in front. When you feel that you've hit this part, go ahead, open the palms and exhale the arms to your sides. Hold here, close the eyes. Just allow the body, mind, memory to take over, to hold this pose. Open the eyes and release. Let's come onto the mat on our backs. Extend the arms out to the sides, palms up. As you do, go ahead and look at your hands, doing our best to have our hands in line with the shoulders. If you feel that your shoulders are creeped up towards the ears, settle them down a little bit. Let's activate the lower legs. Well, they're all lower, the lower limbs, so that our knees and toes are pointing up. From here, let's walk through a pelvic tilt to float the knees over the hips. Take a breath. As you exhale, feel the contraction of the abs, and now tilt the hip and the knees just float up in front of our hips. From here, spinal twist to the right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, knees to the right, you look to the left. Once you get in position, try not to fidget, just stay right there. And let's hold here. All together, coming out, again, we're going to walk through that pelvic tilt that protects the lower back, stabilizes the core as we do our movement. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Feel that small tilt as you float the knees to center and then all the way to the other side. Again, once you get there, let's do our best to stay nice and still, not only in our position, but in our breath is quiet and rhythmic, and we're doing our best to let our thoughts be nice and soft and calm, just letting them float in and out of the mind, doing our best not to become attached to any one thought or any one emotion. And coming out all together, take a breath in. As you exhale, contract. Feel the tilt. Knees come to center. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, knees to chest. As you come into this knees to chest position, do your best to relax through the hip points. Hip flexors in front, which is going to allow the buttocks to relax more, which is going to allow the lower back to lengthen. Allow the shoulders to widen down to the mat if you can. You want the back of your shoulder gently touching the mat. Even if your knees aren't together, maybe they're a little bit apart, that's fine. Chin is in a nice neutral position. This is about lengthening the back here. From this position, let's come right into a nice supported bridge pose. So release the hands, allowing the feet to come down on the mat behind your buttocks, hip width apart. Hands are palms down next to our hips. Again, rising up, using that controlled pelvic tilt. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt in the hips, and then just allow the buttocks to come off the mat. As this happens, you've created space where you can roll your shoulders underneath you. Hands are underneath the body. Already, just this little bit of a motion caused the sternum to start coming in the direction of the chin. So we're elongating the neck. You're looking down your body. Remember, this is a position about shining the heart rather than lifting the hips up. The hips are going to lift up as they will, okay? But what I really want to think about is, how do I lift the sternum in the direction of my head, really relaxing through the rib cage, opening up through the middle and upper back. Remember, do not move your head from side to side once you're in this position. Let's hold here. Feel a nice lengthening all through the back of the neck. Even though we have weight on our upper shoulders, there's a nice lengthening and release of tension there also. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, take a breath in. As you exhale, first release the shoulders, and then the upper back, middle back, and in the end, the lower back comes down to the mat. And that's when you release the tension in the lower abs that held that pelvic tilt. Extend the right leg down the mat so that the right toes and knees and hip point are all pointing up towards the sky. Left knee now comes to the chest, hands to knee, knee to chest. Hold here. Soft breaths. Remember, we're creating space, releasing tension, even in these more simple positions. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release the left knee, planting the left foot on the mat behind the buttocks. Bend the right knee, plant the right foot behind the buttocks. Coming in position for another supported bridge pose. Go ahead, bring the hands, palms down next to your hip. And then all together, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt. Float the hips up in the air, freeing the shoulders so you can roll the shoulders underneath you. Shine the heart. Really think about finding a nice equal distribution between your feet and the top of your shoulders. Bringing the sternum closer in the direction of your head. Hold here. Nice lengthening of the neck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To come out, take a breath. Exhale, release the shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, and now we release the pelvic tilt. Extend the left leg. Right knee to the chest, hands to knee, knee to chest. Hold here. Counting down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, leave your right knee exactly where it is. Simply release the hands to the sides, palms up for a little pelvic spinal twist here. So take a breath in. As you exhale, roll over your left hip, bringing the right knee towards the left side. Now, it doesn't matter if your right foot is on the mat or resting on your left leg. Everyone has a little different configuration of their body. So just a nice little spinal twist in this position. Gives a little more release or opportunity for release in the back and the hip. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come back to center, take a breath in, exhale, contract. Feel that tilt first, and then you just roll back to center. From here, let's come into a supine tree pose. So simply bring the right foot down, right knee opens to the right. The bottom of your right foot is gently in contact with the left inner thigh. Let's hold. If you need to put a prop underneath your right thigh or right knee, go ahead. And let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now to come out, first bring the right knee up towards the sky, placing the right foot on the mat. And then as you exhale, slide the right foot down the mat so that you can fully extend the right leg. Left side, the right leg is nicely extended. Go ahead and bend the left knee, bringing the knee towards the chest, and then hands to knee, knee to chest. Leave the knee exactly where it is. Release the hands to the sides, palms up, getting ready for that spinal twist. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you roll over the right hip, letting the left knee now comes towards the mat. Remember, it really doesn't matter if your left foot is also on the mat or just lightly resting on the extended right leg. Your gaze is towards the left. Let's have nice, gentle, deep breathing and just let gravity do its work for us. Holding here for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come out, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, roll back to center. And then coming into our supine tree pose on this side. Left knee gently falls down towards the left. Bottom of the left foot is in contact with the right leg. Make sure your right leg is soft but still active so that the right hip point, right knee, and right toes are all pointing up towards the sky. And then let's just stay here. Try not to lose focus of your soft breath. Counting down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel that tilt, and then bring the left knee up, plant the left foot. As you exhale again, go ahead and extend the left leg down. And let's release our hands down so that one hand is down low on the stomach, one is on the side of the rib cage. Allow the legs to relax, so perhaps the feet and the knees are pointing out to the side a little bit. And let's just focus on our breath right now. Let's try not to manipulate the breath, simply breathe normal and feel how the hands move in time with your breath. So this is the normal rhythm for you and the normal movement of breath. Now let's bring a little more attention and focus and start influencing that movement of breath. Bring both hands to the sides of your rib cage. Don't try and manipulate anything yet, just normal breath here. Feel the movement of the rib cage as you breathe normally. Now let's try and bring focus where the focus and biggest inhale is through that lateral breath, through the rib cage, like we experience in crocodile pose or Bhujangasana. So try and widen the rib cage. You're going to feel that the rib cage is laterally expanding out to the side so that you can feel that there's more distance between your fingertips, more contact with the palm of the hand, and then it comes closer together as you exhale. Let's practice that breath. So also feel a little bit more contact with the back of your rib cage against the mat. So what's happening is I'm keeping my belly very soft, and I'm keeping my chest very soft, but I'm definitely bringing focus to the rib cage as I inhale and exhale. Now, if this is proving a bit challenging, let's all switch and bring our hands to below our navel on each side of the abdomen. So more or less your thumb is at the level of the navel, and then spread your fingers out, and your little finger is more or less at your hip bones. Now just breathe normally. This is the normal rhythm for you. Now, breathing is mostly done, of course, through the diaphragm, that muscle, okay? And that's an involuntary muscle. We really can't consciously direct it. But there are the ancillary muscles of the abdomen that as they open up and expand, they allow the lungs to expand. So if you hold a lot of tension in your belly or your rib cage or your chest because of stress or just habitual habits throughout life, those muscles are tight, which means that the lungs cannot expand to its full potential. So bringing focus to how we breathe helps us take a deeper breath. So bringing the focus to the lower belly, try to keep your rib cage and the upper chest nice and soft, and really inhale deeply, feeling your belly expand out with your inhale. So it's almost like you're sticking your stomach out and then gently bringing it back in through the exhale. So go ahead, practice that. This is a wonderful exercise in awareness as we figure out in the most relaxed manner, how can I expand my belly without introducing tension, but allowing relaxation so that the lungs can expand even more. And if this is something new to you, it's an intellectual challenge and a practice challenge. I understand that. It's just something that over time, you just keep practicing. And it becomes easier and easier to do. So let's stay here for a few more breaths, really expanding through the belly. Feel how different fingers lift up through the inhale and then come back down as you exhale. Let's find that much sensitivity and awareness as we breathe today. Which fingers are lifting up first? What's the pattern? And then how do we exhale? And again, feel the different fingers lower back down. Let's stay here for just a few more breaths. And then on your next exhale, go ahead, release the hands to your sides, palms up in Savasana. Breathe normal. Just let go of all the focus about the breath. And let's experience the heaviness of the body against the mat. You can enjoy Savasana a little bit longer. Please do. Have a great day. If you're ready to come out, again, let's just take 2 breaths and observe the breath. That's all we're doing. Just come in touch again with your breath and then begin to move your fingers, toes, ankles, wrists, knees and elbows, gently moving from side to side with the hips, letting the spine move, the head gently moving from side to side. And then let's roll over to the right-hand side. With the support of your hands, as you exhale, push up. Find another comfortable seated position. Really creating space through that torso by lengthening the spine, relaxing the shoulders and neck. Inhale, hands to heart center. Sharing the pranava one time, take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then as you exhale, bow down to the teacher within. Inhale, come up and open your eyes. And namaste, everyone. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.